Am I the a-hole for declining an IEP for my child? My daughter, 6, has autism and a digestive disorder. I understand she has some differences from other kids due to these things. I try to make her life as normal as possible because I don't want to disable her further by teaching the world to adapt to her instead of the other way around. That's hard. We moved schools this year to be closer to my work. Last year, 6 had an IEP, and I was really not pleased with how they handled it. They assigned her a classroom aide, and from what I understand, this woman was literally next to my child at all times except for lunch. They were letting 6 go to the bathroom easily 15 times a day. She doesn't have any toileting issues that would require this. She has a digestive issue. I wonder how that affects her. If something happened between 6 and another child, an adult would always swoop in and fix it. I have no idea how she was ever supposed to learn to do anything on her own with all these people coddling her. So, when we enrolled in the new school, I was asked about an IEP for 6, which I declined. She's getting support both at home and outside, and I think she needs a place to learn independence. You can't just decline an IEP when you transfer schools. You'd literally have to revoke consent, so she probably went through a process. She's going to have to learn how to deal with unpleasant situations without me or another grown-up around to fix everything. So this year started without an IEP. My mom yesterday picked 6 up from school with my permission, and they were talking, and Mom asked 6 how she enjoyed school and if she liked her new aide. 6, I suppose, told her she didn't have one. That's when I got a call from her mom about why 6 didn't have an aide this year. When I said it was because she doesn't have an IEP, my mom was livid. She said, "Are you trying to make her fail before she even starts?" And eventually ended her rant with, "You just don't want a special kid, do you?" Apparently this morning she's calling the school. I don't know if she has or not, but I don't mind having a special needs child, and I accept she needs support because she goes to therapy. I just want her to learn independence. But my mom's response made me feel like I could be failing 6 somehow. Well, with all these am I the a-hole things, I see there's just a lack of understanding about the IEP process. There's a lack of communication between the parent and the school. First of all, you can call an IEP meeting at any time to discuss the progress. So when mom found out that first of all, it takes a long time for a child to get an aide. So if at age 6 they thought she needed a one-to-one aide, and I'd handle IEPs in all 50 states. In order to get a one-to-one aide, that's pretty difficult. I would, as the parent, want to understand how she's doing. More times than not, parents are not checking these progress reports. They think they have one IEP meeting and then they leave everything alone until the next IEP meeting. And the school has a responsibility to contact the parent through this progress report to let you know how your child is doing. So the parent should have sometime throughout the IEP year checked in to figure out how's the child doing. If something happened between this child and another child, that's a good time to talk to the aide. If you can talk to the aide, a lot of times the schools won't let you, but talk to the teacher to find out how the child is doing. The new school, I assume, knew that the child had an IEP, and she probably went through the process to decline the IEP. But my issue here is you don't know whether or not it's affecting your child without talking to the people that's around your child all day. And so for her to think she doesn't need a child, doesn't need an aide, or doesn't need an IEP, she might still need it. And so I guess my issue would be, I don't want to say not she's the a-hole, but I guess I would have to say she is in this point. I would want her to contact the school, meet with them, find out how her daughter's acting around in a classroom environment, which is completely different than at home, so that she can see whether or not she needs it. Maybe she doesn't need the aide anymore, or maybe she needs the aide only part-time since she may be having issues with children. But I would definitely follow up on this. Now, mom calling the school shouldn't be able to do anything because mom is not the guardian. So there's no follow-up on this, but I'd love to find out what you guys think.